This podcast contains discussions of mature themes, including violence, which may not be suitable for all audiences. Please proceed with caution. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome everybody to Dark Talk. I am your host Dan, and I'm joined by my pal, my mate, the Scott Norton of the B team. It's Danger Mark himself. Mark, how's it going?
Yeah, not too bad. Apart from this ridiculous film you've inflicted on me for this.
I know. It's fucking, I mean, I thought it couldn't get any more insane than Versus, but no, yeah, this film pulled it off.
I'm not entirely surprised, given who directed it.
Who did direct
He was Mr. Yamamoto Yūdai, to give it the Japanese way around, who was the co-writer and second unit director of Versus.
And we've also got our pal Tak Sakaguchi is back from Versus.
I spotted a few more people from Versus in it, yeah. So, Hideo Sakaki was credited, but I didn't pick him out, which leads me to believe that he was a member of, a major antagonist later on.
Okay, yeah.
I think I spotted the Howler Monkey very early on with the kind of Hiroshi Tanahashi 2003 haircut and the awful teeth who got beaten up.
Okay. The
class rep was absolutely the guy with the glasses who was in love with the guy with the green shirt.
Oh, right, okay. The class rep as in, is that the head teacher?
No, the class rep. Well, one of the students.
Okay.
One of the students.
Oh, right, okay.
The one who was coming in occasionally with, like, serious interjections.
Right.
Possibly the only serious character in the entire film. The umpire was absolutely the guy who lost his hand.
Right, so not the master of all the martial arts, the other guy.
But I do think the master of martial arts was the head villain at the end, under all that makeup.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and while I could be tripping, I'm sure I saw this is probably just me, convincing myself that I've seen too many people from Versus, but I think as part of the Gedo High gang in the background were at least one of the lady assassins.
Oh, right, so it's a shared universe. Well, not a shared universe. Shared cast.
Yes, a lot of familiar faces.
It's almost, I think as far as like mad Japanese films go, this is almost a spiritual sequel to Versus for us.
I don't think it's quite as crazy as it might appear, for reasons I will possibly delve into as we go through the film.
So why do we mention the film? So the film that we are here to cover tonight is Battlefield Baseball, a 2003 Japanese film directed by Yūdai Yamaguchi. And yeah, like we've mentioned, there's a ton of cast from Versus. Mark, do you want to give us a brief plot synopsis? If you can bring yourself to do that with a serious face.
Okay, so the principal of Sado High School has dreams of going to Koshien, which is shorthand for the National Baseball Championships, which is held at Koshien Stadium, which is just outside of Osaka. It's an actual huge baseball stadium.
Okay.
It's big news to the point where the Hanshin Tigers, an actual professional baseball team who play at Koshien regularly, actually have to go play at the Osaka Dome while the national championships are on in the summer, and then also a smaller invitational tournament earlier on in the year. So the national baseball championships for high schoolers is like big news.
Like how college football is in the US.
Yeah. And, some of these guys get national attention and then go on to play professional baseball.
Okay. So this tournament in the film is a real tournament?
It is a real tournament, yes. Okay. And he has the principal's having actual dreams of going to Koshien, or before you actually go to the stadium for the actual tournament, there's regional qualifying rounds. And he has a nightmare about how his team meets Gedo High.
Are Gedo High a real team?
No, they are not. Gedo is basically the same word as the name of the wrestler, Gedo, which means kind of evil way, or, kind of, it's very much insinuating evil and
so like
hell,
it could be
and
like
stuff like that.
Sinister High or Insidious High.
Yeah, something like that. Okay. And he has a nightmare of them going to play Gedo High, and Gedo High just murder his entire team. Because they are legally allowed to do it, as they play this, what they call Kenka-yaku, which is translated in the film as fighting baseball, but the word Kenka is very much like street fighting or brawling.
And we get plenty of that, because so when the film opens up, it opens up with the words, "This film is dedicated to all those who love baseball." And, we do see the principal's nightmare sequence. So the film pretty much starts balls to the wall. So where your player makes a heroic game-saving catch, only for the baseball to explode in his mitt.
For a film dedicated to people who love baseball, there is no actual baseball played.
There's very little, yeah. There's very little.
I think no. There's the wreckage of a game. There's a wreckage of several games. But anytime they get the bats or the balls out, it's very much for some Kenka-yaku.
Yeah, so we are at Seido High, and it's the first day of school, and rumours are abundant about the new transfer students. So the rumour mill is in overdrive.
Abound.
So I love this. So according to gossip, this guy murdered his parents, killed a teacher, spent 3 years in prison, was acquitted, is on the run. It's all kinds of different rumours.
And this, like so much else that happens in this film, is very much one of those one of them shonen manga dramatic plot devices, or a trope, if you like. And there's so many of these crammed into the 85-minute runtime of the film that it just is bursting. The mysterious, dangerous transfer student is here.
We'll meet him in a minute. But first, we cut to Seido High's baseball team, captained by Gorilla Matsuri, who is a very, very angry young man. Like, this guy is, like, very angry.
Deserves his name of Gorilla, shall we say.
Yeah. When a teammate messes up a catch, Gorilla, like, roughs this kid up. And the school nerd, Megane. Who we come to know has 4 eyes.
Yeah, Megane literally just means glasses, but 4 eyes is...
Yeah. So, like you said, the principal solemnly vows to a wall of his ancestors, or at least predecessors. Predecessors,
I think.
That this year, Seido will win the tournament with their all-star team, and his optimism is instantly crushed when the head teacher comes storming in with a newspaper saying that Seido High's first-round opponents are Gedo High, which is a team are they literally monsters? Literal zombie... I don't even know what they are.
They're basically a gang of rejects from the Warriors. I'm pretty sure some of them were in the Warriors.
They're just like a bunch of grey-faced, pale, undead, homeless...
Zombie soldiers with numbers pinned to the back of their jackets.
And they are extremely violent, and no team has ever survived.
No team has even survived. They've gone to America. They've come back from America, having exported some fighting baseball to the Yanks.
I've got to say, like, this principal and this head teacher, the two of them are just so over the top. They're just fucking mental.
As I say, there's only one person who's not completely chewing the scenery in the entire film, and that is the class rep.
Yeah.
Everybody else is just, screaming to the heavens at every opportunity.
So, while retrieving a baseball that was knocked out of the park by Gorilla, Four Eyes accidentally wanders into this dilapidated hideout occupied by a gang of punks. Now, are they meant to be students, these guys? Because they're not dressed like students, and they seem a bit old to be students.
The idea that there are thugs who are held back is, something that happens occasionally. I think it's exaggerated for effect. And yeah, those actually are school uniforms or traditional school uniforms that they're wearing.
Okay.
If you notice the way the main character actually dresses, he's dressed extremely similar, but he does have the baseball shirt underneath.
He's dressed extremely in a cool long coat. Yeah, one of these punks has absolutely horrific teeth, and he demands 1 billion yen while beating Four Eyes senseless. Like, what is 1 billion yen? What does that translate to in GBP?
It's about, divided by about 200, and you've got it. So it'll be right, about 5 million quid.
And adjusted for inflation as well, because this is 2003. So while Four Eyes is getting his beating from bad teeth, we meet our hero, who is sleeping upside down like a bat underneath the bridge. This is Yūdai, who is the student.
Oh yeah, sorry, no. His name is Yūdai, which is hilarious. It's a pun on, because it's Yaku, baseball, but it's also a pun on Yagyu Yūdai, who was a famous and much mythologized and dramatized and fictionalized samurai in the kind of early Tokugawa shogunate.
Oh, right, okay.
So that is why he is Yaku Yūdai.
Yūdai the baseball, I've got him written down here as.
Baseball Yūdai.
Yeah. So, Yūdai saves Four Eyes, and they form a sort of a bond, and they're soon confronted by the rest of the gang, and who are led by Bancho, who, like, we'll get onto what Bancho is or is not in a bit.
I've got no idea.
But for the time being, Bancho is an older looking dude with this bleached orange Jeff Jarrett style hair. It's just like, he looks ridiculous, this dude.
As a general rule, your punks and your thugs do have ridiculous haircuts, and respectable people have respectable haircuts.
Yeah, so Yūdai, played by Tak Sakaguchi, he effortlessly demolishes these punks, and the lead punk, Bancho, challenges him to a one-on-one fight. So a crowd gathers, including the unhinged principal and the head teacher. And I don't know what the rules of this fight are. Is it like fucking the Marquis of Kyoto, like baseball rules? Because Yūdai keeps running and Bancho keeps swinging, and Yūdai keeps like dodging the bats, and it's strike one, strike two, and then
and then eventually he just punches him into space.
No, he punches him out of his clothes.
Revealing
that Bancho is wearing this golden sumo outfit under his like that black uniform that he's got on, and he uppercuts him into the crowd. So the principal is ecstatic. With Yūdai on the team, Seido might actually stand a chance against Gado, and he begs Yūdai to join, but Yūdai refuses because he made a solemn vow never to play baseball again. But he is intrigued when he finds out that it's no rules murder baseball, where killing your opponent is legal. That sort of piques his interest.
I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't?
But before we can get a quick look at Yūdai's past, where he explains why he won't play baseball again, he's walking with the principal, and Bancho, the guy that he just uppercutted out of his clothes, returns, now played by a completely different actor, standing on top of a bridge, and says, "I've changed my mind and I've changed my face." So he claims that Yūdai's beating has cured him, and he offers to join the team. Like, what the hell is this dude? He's just played by a completely different dude now.
Yeah, I know. Well, again, it's another trope. You know, your main character beats someone up, they see the error of their ways and become, their best friend.
Yeah, but like, why'd they get a different actor for it?
Now that I can't explain.
And it happens again later on. He like regenerates like Doctor Who again later on.
Comes back as a woman the third time.
I thought he came back as like a teenage boy.
I thought it was a very short-haired lady.
Oh, it could be then. Could be. So Yūdai retreats under this bridge to do a bit of soul searching, and Four Eyes finds him and begs him for his help. But Yūdai says he can't stay at the school now because he tore up his transfer papers, but Four Eyes has somehow forged new ones for him, which I don't think
all glued them back together.
Oh, is that what it was?
I've got no idea.
Okay. No idea. Yeah, well, we're not looking for any continuity in this film. So we get this full musical J-pop interlude, like a ballad explaining musical,
like he sings it. It's really badly dubbed as Yūdai sings his own song. but then somebody else takes over as we flash back to him with his father.
So the story goes as Yūdai was such an overpowering pitcher when he was a young lad that nobody would play with him except for his father. Now, during a particular catch session, Yūdai threw an ultra-fast pitch that accidentally killed his dad, and just racked with guilt, Yūdai swears off baseball, leaves home, and wanders Japan, changing schools constantly. Like this. Oh, fuck me. Yeah. This is all sang to us as well.
Oh yeah, this is all through the medium of song.
Yeah. So Yūdai is convinced to join the team, but before this, Four Eyes confesses that he loves baseball, but he has zero talent, and that his mother will literally kill him if she found out that he's playing baseball.
Complete with massive mallet, like a huge hammer.
He's got Thor's hammer. So Yūdai bonds with him, and finally agrees to join Seido High's team, and everyone applauds. Everyone just appears out of nowhere and applauds. This is absolutely insane.
If you've ever seen the last episodes of Neon Genesis Evangelion, it's that.
So we meet Four Eyes' mother, and she is very frightening. She wields this gigantic Thor-style hammer, and yeah, I believe she actually absolutely would kill Four Eyes if she found out he was playing baseball. She is a dragon.
Absolutely. If you've ever seen Kung Fu Hustle.
So, it's game day. Seido High versus Gedo High, and the principal is outside panicking because Yūdai hasn't arrived. And we give a quick cutaway to explain why Yūdai is not there. He's in prison.
He's been arrested. What for? We don't know. Who by? We don't know. But he's in jail.
We never find out.
There's not enough time in this film to actually explain everything that happens. Or indeed anything that happens.
So Gorilla is furious at being sidelined for a bunch of amateurs, and he threatens the faculty until they agree to let his guys play. So,
that was it, because the principal has tried to get a bunch of jobbers in to at least protect his team, because if they all die playing Kenkayaku against Gedo High, then, at least he's got a half-decent team for next year.
So Gedo, we got our first look at Gedo High here. They arrive at the arena in the back of a dump truck, like a tipper truck that literally tips them out the back like they're a bunch of dirt. And these guys look weird. They look like Power Ranger villains,
They absolutely do. I think one of them appears to be just like a skeleton.
Well, later on, during the big battle at the end, Yūdai is like fighting I think he's fighting that rubber skeleton. He's like uppercutting it.
It's like Yoshihiko. Kenny Omega versus Yoshihiko. But yeah, they've all got like military coats. One of them's got like a M. Bison hat on.
My favourite of which is I've just got him called as the Mummy, the guy just covered in the bandages and with like the voice changer.
I think he might actually be Hideo Sakaki from Versus. He's the only one that I can identify. But yeah, he's got like a little speaker hanging off his belt that he plugs into his throat.
Fucking guy, man. So the Mummy immediately brutalizes Four Eyes.
But he stopped. He stopped being reminded that it's illegal.
Murder is illegal unless it's on the battlefield, baseball field.
Yes, exactly like that. So Four Eyes survives.
Yeah, so when we meet the coach, Four Eyes survives because the coach turns up, and the coach is he's the big boss of Gedo High, and he bites the ear off the Mummy. He's like, I'll teach you a lesson.
This guy looks like The Mask. Jim Carrey in The Mask.
He looks like Bruce Campbell.
He's got the chin, he's got the hat.
Okay, the game starts, and even Gorilla, the mighty Gorilla, is initially intimidated by how mental Gedo High look. But he threatens them. He threatens them, and then he gets sent off by the umpire for threatening behavior.
The umpire rejects him. But then Gedo High are all, no, please forgive him. Please forgive him. Because we want to murder him.
Legally. They had legally. He's like, I only got you back in the game so I can kill you legally. So Bancho also arrives late and admits that he cannot find Yūdai because Yūdai is in prison. Also, for reasons that are never explained, the principal at this point is tied to the roof in a crucifix position. I don't understand why he's up there.
Oh, I think that's part of the aftermath of the game.
Oh, right. So the game has gone on at this point.
Yeah, because they don't show any of the game, just the aftermath.
Okay. So a massive explosion is heard, and the rest of the what remains of the Sado team, so like Bancho, Four Eyes, the head teacher, and the principal, all rush to the field and find their entire roster has been slaughtered. Just like it's like heads on sticks and just body parts all over the place. And the only player that's still alive is Gorilla. He is dying though. And
this is the moment where I am convinced that this is actually a work of genius. Because, yeah, somebody's got Gorilla in his arms on the floor. Gorilla is barely... Four Eyes has got him. Gorilla's clinging on to life. But the letters on the front of his shirt, Sado, are all just... He's been beaten so hard, it screwed up the letters on his shirt.
Oh.
So yeah, I am actually convinced that this is a work of genius.
The dying Gorilla passes the team captaincy onto Four Eyes, bequeaths him with his dying wish. He leaves the team to him. So Four Eyes is now the captain of Sado High. So the principal argues with the coach and the blatantly crooked umpire, who refuses to end the game, even though the team has been destroyed. He's like, this game must continue. So that leaves only Four Eyes, Bancho, the principal, and the head teacher as the last remaining players.
Still no sign of Yūdai.
Well, here we go. He's back because we cut back to the prison and Yūdai's uniform is folded in a pile and he is not there. The narrator informs us that Yūdai just escaped prison and went to go and play the game. I mean,
no further explanation offered.
I mean, I guess they needed a way for Gato to just destroy the rest of the team without Yūdai being there. So I guess that works. But Yūdai arrives at the field too late because the first thing he sees is Bancho, who has been stabbed to death with baseball bats. Like he's got them all poking out of his body, and he's got one going through the side of his head. Oh god!
Yeah, he runs over to go save Four Eyes.
So he runs over to the principal, who is also sort of dying, but he does survive. And then he goes over to save Four Eyes, who is impaled on a big stick. And then, but it's a trick because
it's not Four Eyes.
It's not Four Eyes. He hears somebody call over, and Four Eyes is in like the what's it
called?
In
the dugout. The dugout bench.
Yeah, Four Eyes is on the bench, and he's waving. He's like, Yūdai! And Four Eyes has got all these nails in his face. But Yūdai's like, well, if Four Eyes is over there, then who is this here? So he lifts up, and it's a dummy with a bomb in it.
Boom!
It explodes and sends Yūdai across the pitch into a freshly dug grave, which is waiting for
deep centre field into his own grave, complete with headstone.
I know there's a tombstone there as well. Oh god! So Yūdai is dead, but he awakens in purgatory or the afterlife. Where he speaks to his father with some like Final Fantasy ass music played in the background
and a reddish, lilac-ish soft focus filter.
Oh yeah, just to show us that we're not on planet Earth anymore. Yeah. So Yūdai's dad gives him permission to return to the game and pitch again. And so this apparently just resurrects Yūdai, and he rises from his baseball field grave, reborn and vengeful. But the game is actually over at this point.
He's just been dead too long.
Oh yeah, what is the amount of time that's passed? Not that it matters.
The baseball doesn't even run on a clock anyway.
So we go back to Sado High School, and the principal is a broken man. He is just like depressed and down. There's all cobwebs in his office. I think there's even like a bug crawls out of his mouth because he just sits there in a fugue.
Yeah, a cockroach. Yeah, cockroach crawls out of his mouth.
Yūdai turns up and he berates the principal for his defeatist attitude and says, "You lose one game and you give up? Come on, we can do this." So he declares war on Gato High, arguing that if Gato reached the major leagues, then the carnage will only spread. So
well,
trying to save
Koshien itself. There's a few issues with the version we had and the subtitling. So I think at one point it says something like stadium preliminary tournaments, and it should have said, it didn't say stadium, it actually did say Koshien. My Japanese isn't that good, but I recognise the ko in Koshien.
So Yūdai gathers the surviving injured players, who I'm surprised there are any, but he learns here that his best friend Four Eyes can no longer play because his mother found out and locked him in a cage forever.
Yeah.
And this is where we get our
second song, isn't it?
No,
the second. The song's after. Yeah, the song's after. First, Jubei goes to free his friend.
So he turns up at Four Eyes' house, lets himself in, and he wants Four Eyes to be allowed to play baseball. But Four Eyes' mother is not willing to let that happen. So they decide to get into this fucking martial arts. Like, this is an amazing fight scene, really. They're all like, it's like something from the Matrix. They're like running up the walls and smashing into shit. It's great.
They completely trash this tiny little rural house, which consists of a kitchen, a living room with a cage in it, and a giant hammer.
She gets the advantage, and she's about to kill him using that hammer. But Jubei, he summons this baseball bat from thin air, like literally like reaches into his pocket, like cartoon style, and pulls it out. And yeah, he defeats her, and he asks her why she hates baseball. And here we get our big twist. That's
our next big twist.
Her husband was killed when one of her sons pitched a baseball that was so fast and going at such velocity that it killed him. And this is where Jubei remembers that, oh, he's her son.
He was the son who accidentally killed her husband / his father. And that Four Eyes has been his brother all along.
And Four Eyes is like, oh, are you my brother, my long-lost brother Jubei? And they're like, yeah.
There's even a picture of him on the mantelpiece.
It's like a picture of the four of them together, and they all have this big hug. It's like, oh.
Yeah, they're like a huge teary hug.
So they have an emotional reunion, and with Four Eyes being there, Jubei, his team is finally, well, it's not quite complete yet, but
it's nowhere near complete. You need 9 people for a baseball team, at least.
And he's got about, what, 5?
I think when they finally do challenge Gato High to a rematch, it's 5.
Yeah, we are going to get a few surprise entrants on the good guys team.
We've got to get 4 surprise entrants.
So Jubei remembers how to throw his deadly pitch, which he calls the Super Tornado, which requires spinning before releasing the ball. He has a bit of a practice session. Super Tornado, which is like it's like a Street Fighter special move, one of those Ultra Street Fighter finishes.
But it is actually based on Hideo Nomo's actual wind-up. He didn't do a full 360, but he would do about a 180 as part of his wind-up. He'd like kick his leg up, back to his opponent, and then as he pitched, he would spin right the way around to hurl it. Like everything in this film, it's turned up to 1 billion.
Is baseball the number 1 sport in Japan?
Ooh, I think it might be, yeah. I mean, I was there over the summer, and there were plenty of people going to watch the baseball when it was in town, and it was like absolutely huge in Osaka. So in most cities, you'd see billboards everywhere with Shohei Ohtani, who is almost certainly the best baseball player on the planet, and he plays in America for the Dodgers. Maybe you'd see Yamamoto as well, but in Osaka, it was all the Tigers. They would have their own. I don't know, but certainly baseball was the first professional sports league in Japan.
Isn't there a story about the KFC Colonel being at the bottom of the river?
Yeah, so there's a canal that runs through the middle of Osaka, and the Tigers were celebrating, and one of their American players basically took a statue of the Colonel from the local KFC. This was in about 1985, and then threw it into the river. And then the Tigers never went anywhere, and then they believed that they were cursed by the fact that the Colonel was hanging around in the Dotonbori River.
Is he still down there to this day?
No, they actually rescued most of him, and he's actually locked away in KFC Japan's head office in Yokohama. It's just in case the Tigers fans are absolutely mental, apparently, and I think if they managed to get hands on the original Colonel that was in the bottom of the Dotonbori River, they would. I don't know what they do. I don't think anybody knows what they do.
Okay, so Super Tornado. Jubei delivers the Super Tornado, but we find that somebody is able to catch it, and this is Bancho, who has been reincarnated for a second time. But this time he's in the body of a fat 12-year-old kid. So, yeah, Bancho is back.
Bancho is back, but with Jubei's father's special glove, which is about 3 foot thick and the only thing capable of actually catching the super tornado.
And he's like, yeah, I got this from some weird dude in the afterlife, which is Jubei's father. And the crew are together, and we cut to this Mufasa-style shot of Jubei's dad watching over them, which is just like...
You say Mufasa, I would have said the son from Teletubbies.
It's just like the eyes and the nose and the mouth. Yeah, so Jubei's team storms Gedo High and challenges them to a home game, a final game, which, it's a game, it's actually just a massive fight.
Yeah. There don't seem to be any... There's no baseball that actually occurs in this film, ever.
It's not, is it? And, but it looks like...
People throw baseballs, people swing bats, no baseball is played.
People use grenades. Jubei's team, like we mentioned, is a couple short, so we get the return. Another resurrection is Gorilla. He is returned as a cyborg thanks to advanced
Mecha Gorilla. Mecha Gorilla. Complete with the cheerleaders going, go, go, Gorilla, go, go, Gorilla. These 3 cheerleaders have been popping up all through the film.
Yeah. We find out in a bit that one of the cheerleaders is actually in love with Gorilla because she also joins the team.
She joins the team as well, leaving the 2 cheerleaders to cheer them on.
Yeah. The head teacher returns, who now has a he's also
he's a cyborg as well, but I don't think a cyborg of as great a quality as Mecha Gorilla.
No, I mean the ingredients, what you put in first, matter, and Gorilla's got more stature. What's the word? Constitution. He's got a stronger constitution than this head teacher, who's got like rocket pack attached to his nipples.
I don't want to know. I honestly don't want to know. But his chest pops out, and there's a cuckoo.
It's got a cuckoo clock inside him. Yes, and the final member of the Sado team is Four Eyes and Jubei's mother. She turns up, and yeah, she's a pretty solid member of the team. I think I would want her on my team.
I mean, compared to some of these other dickheads.
So this is where we get off. This is where the Gedo coach explains the rules of battlefield baseball. Kill everyone is the rule. So yeah, huge brawl breaks out, and there's lots of mad shit going on. I'm not going to describe each individual thing, but at one point, Cyber Gorilla saves the cheerleader because he's in love with her, and he exposes his literal cybernetic heart to her. It pops out, and she's like, Gorilla.
It's actually a tremendous piece of slapstick, this entire scene. It's great stuff. We're not doing it justice, and there's no way we could do it justice.
Yeah, if you can watch this, find this film anywhere, seriously watch the scene. But there is a bit later on, there's a bit in it where the principal runs to protect Four Eyes from anybody, and this guy comes up swinging a bat, and he swings it at the principal, who ducks, so then it hits Four Eyes in the face. But yeah, eventually only Jubei remains. He's the last person standing, but the fucking crooked ass Empire is like, yes, both sides are equal, this match is a draw. And it's like, well, no, it's not, because like everyone's dead from the Gedo side.
But we've got to have a one-on-one fight between the Gedo coach and Jubei. Because I think, as I recall, it's because Jubei's wearing number 1. It's got to be a one-on-one. Like what? Funnily enough, Gorilla has been wearing number 3 this entire time, which coincidentally, Babe Ruth's number.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, so the Gedo coach enters the game himself, wielding this gigantic steel bar,
it's like a hexagonal staff, but a baseball bat.
It's like like how an Allen key looks, like that kind of texture.
Yeah.
So he overwhelms Jubei and uppercuts him into the sky until Four Eyes slides in to save him. But the coach has got the advantage, and he's got the advantage over both of them.
He's got the advantage over Four Eyes because Four Eyes is not only bad at regular baseball, but he is absolutely horrific at fighting baseball.
So the coach calls for his ultimate weapon, calls to his mechanic, this mechanic who takes an absurdly long time to deliver this weapon on a trolley to the coach. It's like a 1-minute scene of him wheeling it across the pitch. And this weapon, this has got to be one of the most ridiculous weapons I've ever heard. This weapon is the poison bat. It is a bat with a syringe inside, infused with every known poison on Earth and healing herbs. So when he gets spiked with it, it causes unbearable pain while keeping you alive for 100 years, which is a living hell. What do you think of the poison bat?
How would you even... you know what? Go on. Yeah, sure. Why not?
So the coach delivers the killing blow to Yūdai, but Yūdai says, "I feel nothing." And Yūdai moves his coat, and we see that Four Eyes has sacrificed himself and taken the blow. But he's taken the poison bat directly up the arse in this comical reveal spot. He's just got this bat sticking out of his anus. And despite the healing herbs, Four Eyes dies. So I guess the poison bat didn't work how they wanted it to work.
I think it maybe would have kept a normal person alive, but Four Eyes was just pathetic. Yeah.
So yeah, Four Eyes is dead, and an enraged Yūdai annihilates the coach, beats 7 bells out of him, wins the fight, and he delivers a final speech about teamwork, friendship, and victory. Now, this seems to warm the heart of the coach. And he's like the Grinch. His heart grows several times bigger, and coach sees the error of his ways.
Hang on, no, first, don't the Gedo High all beg Yūdai?
Yeah.
First, they beg him to not kill their coach, even though their coach has led them on an international murderous rampage. They're like, no, please don't. Without him, we'd be absolutely nothing.
That's it. Yeah, they're all lost souls who had nothing before they were in this team. So so the coach learns the error of his ways after hearing his own team's heartfelt pleas about what he means to them as well. So the coach passes Yūdai the antidote for Four Eyes, and this bottle says on it, "Antidote for Four Eyes." It's got that written on it. Unless that was just the subtitles just saying what it is.
Who knows?
And the coach now, he has a physical transformation. Instead of being this grotesque, Jim Carrey in The Mask looking thing, he becomes a normal human again, just with his face painted, which I'm going to assume is to show that he is now not a monster anymore.
Hang on, has everybody died yet?
No, that's coming up next.
Okay, yeah.
So, just as it looks like we're getting a happy ending where everybody's going to be friends, they're interrupted when the coach is shot through the head, and it's the mummy from earlier who just slaughters his own team and all the spectators with a machine gun, just guns them all down. Yūdai is able to dodge the machine gun fire and deliver basically a Hadouken, which knocks this dude's skeleton out of his body, or body out of his skeleton. He gives him the Hadouken, and you would imagine the skeleton would fly out of the flesh, but it's the other way around. The skeleton stays standing, and the body goes flying off into the distance. And just for good measure, Yūdai then uppercuts the skull off as well. Sadly, during this, though, 2 little boys have been gunned down and killed. And
the crooked has umpire's kids.
Is that who it is? Is it the umpire's kids?
Yeah, because they're both in his arms, and he's like, no!
I didn't recognise him as the umpire, to be honest. Yūdai feels extremely guilty that they're dead because he played baseball and caused this again. It's a tragedy.
Caused this absolute massacre. Everybody, apart from Yūdai, is now dead. Both teams dead. The spectators dead.
Umpire's kids dead.
Dead.
However, Yūdai's tears touch the ground, and for whatever reason,
it becomes one massive tear, hits the deck, splashes everywhere.
And all the dead are revived, even the coach, who, again, is now no longer a monster.
Just wipes the blood off his forehead, and suddenly he's got no hole in his head.
Okay, so everyone surrounds Yūdai, and Yūdai says, "Let's toss the principal in the air for celebration," and they do. They throw him up and down, and he didn't win the league like he wanted, but at least it was a happy.
Well, he's saved the world from Gedo High in a form of baseball, possibly.
Nobody has gone to use that antidote on Four Eyes yet, so I guess he's not presumably for this final celebration.
Well, either that or he was revived by Yūdai's tears.
Oh yeah, possibly. But then,
because it turns out one person didn't get revived.
So all the way through the film, during these big fights, there's been this homeless alcoholic dude who's been watching all the fights and cheering him on and saying things I hope both teams lose.
Been heckling the baseball all day long with his dog and his bottle of, I don't even want to know.
Rice wine, I'm going to say this.
Who knows what it is? But it turns out that he passed away 5 minutes ago with a smile on his face and a song in his heart. And shouldn't we all be so lucky to have lived like him? Because it turns out that the narrator, this entire time, in the grand tradition of the narrator being some unprepossessing bystander, is actually this drunken guy's dog.
Yeah, at the end, his Labrador. Is that a Labrador? It's just like, yes, I am.
It's a Shiba Inu, isn't it?
No idea. I'm not good on dog breeds.
Me neither, but I think it's a Shiba Inu.
Yeah, so we find out at the end that the dog was narrating the film, and that's the end.
That is the end. This time, it's the end.
So that was Battlefield Baseball. What did you think?
I think an easy contender for the number one stupidest film I've ever seen in my entire life.
Stupid, yes.
I think
brilliant.
The level of visual comedy in it is top notch. The action is actually pretty good. The story is gleefully ridiculous.
It is, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
The song. Oh my god, that stupid song.
The one where it's saying Jubei's backstory.
Yeah, yes, Jubei's backstory. Although the second song, which I think is a continuation of the first, where his mum and presumably, I don't know, some other woman comes in.
Who was that woman?
I've got no idea. Unless it was because at one point she does say, "Oh, I used to be quite a looker." Maybe it's supposed to be her. I don't know. I didn't catch it. I didn't get a good look, and I didn't really want to punish myself by looking again. To be honest, because it was also incredibly dumb.
It was. This was incredibly dumb, but I think this was art. This was great. I had a fucking ball of a time. I had a baseball of a time watching this.
Womp womp.
Yeah. So that's it for Battlefield Baseball. Me and Mark will be back next time. I'm not entirely sure what film we're covering next time. We've got a few baseball...
A few candidates.
We've got a few candidates. But yeah, thank you everybody for listening. We'll see you next time. Goodbye and good night.